Hey Jamie, I'm trying to decide whether we should go with virtual machines or containers for our next project. What do you think?
That's a good question. It depends on what we need. I've been looking at this comparison chart, and containers might be a better fit if we want something lightweight. They offer lightweight isolation from the host and other containers.
Yeah, I saw that. Containers seem more efficient because they only run the user mode portion of an operating system. But what about fault tolerance? Do containers handle failures well?
They do. If a cluster node fails, the containers can quickly be recreated by the orchestrator on another node. So they're good for applications that need to be up and running fast.
That's nice. But I'm also thinking about the long-term storage. I know VMs use virtual hard disks, and with containers, it's Azure disks or file shares. Do you think the persistent storage for containers will be enough for our needs?
If we're working with microservices or smaller apps, containers should be fine for storage. However, if we need to manage large, complex workloads, VMs might make more sense, since they handle complete isolation and can work well with more intensive operations.
That's a good point. And what about deployment? I've worked with Docker before, which makes containers easy to deploy. VMs seem to have more options for deployment, like in the cloud, on-premises, and automation with PowerShell or CLI.
True. If we want more control over the deployment and operating systems, VMs would give us that flexibility. But for quick, scalable solutions, Docker and containers are hard to beat.
So I guess it boils down to how complex the app is and how much control we need. For a simpler, more modular app, we should lean towards containers. But if we're handling a heavier, more complex workload, VMs might be the way to go.
Exactly. What's your gut telling you based on what we're building?
I think containers are better for now. We can always switch to VMs if we need more control down the line.
Sounds like a solid plan. Let's go with containers then.